How do people get better at communicating? And why do people need to get better at communicating? Clicking on this video, you're probably wondering one of the two questions or a variation of these two. I've been doing it all my life. Why do I need it? Why do people study it? Why are people telling me I need to get better at it? Why must we master our unique communication style? You can't avoid communication. It's important to get the self-awareness and recognize the opportunity cost that comes with learning and mastering your better communication. There is no world that we live in where communication is not a priority in every interaction that you have with a person. If you're wondering why you should get better at communication, the answer in itself is connectivity. You're already taking the first step in your journey of deciding to master your communication style. What that is getting better at connecting with people. Getting better at communicating allows you to stop playing the smaller version of yourself. Think about it like this. If I were to explain these things to you and be a lot less expressive and not be so certain about how much it's going to help you in your life, it's going to sound a lot different. Matter of fact, it's going to sound like this. I think it's important that people learn about communication because communication, it's important. Knowing how to communicate lets people say what they need to say, versus me telling you that if you learn to communicate, people are going to understand what you're trying to say. People are going to want to hear what you have to say. People are going to want to learn more about you. And you're also going to get your point across the way you want to get your point across. And that all comes through deciding to take the extra steps and learning how to be a better communicator. There comes a point in some people's lives where they decide to stop playing the smaller version of themselves. And that means they're trying to better themselves. Meaning they want to go to the gym, they want to learn a new skill, they might want to start a business, they want to go on an adventure. And in some cases, that means making the decision to enhance your interpersonal relationships by increasing your communication skills. Making the decision to better your communication skills is going to help you in every single imaginable walk of life. Health, wealth, fitness, relationships, you name it. You get better at communicating, you get better at all of those things as well. Every interaction that you have is going to be limited by how well you can communicate yourself. Because everybody that you are working with, everybody that you interact with is perceiving you. And what people are naturally inclined to do is perceive the negative things faster than the good things. Our human minds are wired that way. We're going to notice the green snake in a bush faster than we notice the green flower in a bush. Our minds are wired to perceive negativity and threats faster than we are positivity and good things. So when it comes to your communication style, it's important to master other technical skills in your life, whether it's artistic, whether it's physical, whether it's technical, whether it's practical. All of these skills are important. You can be a 10 out of 10 in all of those other skill sets, but if you're only a 3 out of 10 in that skill set of communication, what's the average of those two numbers? And beyond the average, what are people going to notice first? So it's important for everybody in the world to understand that our communication skills will decide the ceiling that we have in our life. Being self-aware and able to understand how important it is to get better at communicating, to get better at telling your story, to get better at connecting with people, to get better at listening. Having the self-awareness to make the decision to take that step, the first step in accessing an abundant life that you never even knew possible until you decided it is possible. In my life, I was naturally skilled at communication. I can say I naturally had the gift of the gab. And I don't say that to toot my own horn, but I say this to explain why even I, somebody who naturally came to speaking, thought it was important to master my communication skills. And that's because communication isn't just some skill we pick up. Naturally, we're inclined to get better at it. Once I decided to view my communication skills as a muscle, and I decided to start toning, refining, enhancing, adding mass, and training that muscle, my life opened up whole new doors that I never saw possible if I didn't decide to get better at communication. The best thing about getting better at communication is it's something that's going to impact every facet of your life. Because in every facet of your life, in every walk, no matter what profession, communication is at the forefront of how those interactions go. My journey into communication started in the entertainment world. I came from throwing events in college into working with Sony Music Entertainment. Then I started hosting an event called R&B Only Live, which has allowed me to travel all over the US, hosting different events in front of thousands of people that love R&B music. As I'm hosting these events, I'm bringing people through an experience of the past, the present, and the future of R&B music, while I'm also guiding the energy throughout the night to ensure people are captivated, entertained, and are in a safe space to enjoy the music they grew up on, they love, and they can't wait to hear more of. Now, although I'm in these rooms with thousands of people and I'm commanding the room, I'm holding the mic, I have no fear on stage, I did not start like this. My journey in entertainment actually started making videos on Facebook, hoping that I could sound as good as I do today. And here's an example.
Alright, Facebook. So I'm over here at Muhammad's house. I have no juice at my house. I had Frosted Flakes for breakfast, 2 bowls. I'm about to start creating my own show, a Facebook show, you know?
Now, as you can see in that video, I was young, making a little bit less eye contact, didn't really know how to do vocal variety as much, and I wasn't really as expressive or confident in the message that I wanted to give out. But I was a kid and I was having fun. As I continued my journey, I was able to master how important it is to learn that you are an ever-growing individual. You should always have a growth mindset because you can always get better at something. And once you understand you can always get better at something, life becomes that much more exciting. And for me, I chose to get better at communication. I wanted to make sure that I could tell my stories correctly. I wanted to make sure that I can take stages in front of thousands and be able to be confident, fearless, and deliver my message and entertain and inspire. I wanted to make sure that no matter what, how I communicated was in my control, and I took control of my narrative, and I was able to frame it in a way closest to how I wanted it to be received. You can't control everybody's interactions, but you can control how you deliver your message. And mastering your communication is going to help you do that better. Whether you're in a professional field, whether you're in a creative field, whether you're in an athletic field, no matter where you are, your ceiling is defined by how well you can communicate what you want, as well as how good your technical and practical skills line up with that. If you have the skills already and you're wondering why you haven't gone to the next level, it's most likely because you don't have the skills that you need to communicate what you want and communicate that you're capable of doing what they need. And that is why communication is the #1 skill set that everyone should always stay a student of, including myself. As I learn, I teach. As I teach, I learn. And this is why I want to help you with your unique communication style. I want to help you decide how you can grow, define the ceiling that you can create, and define the life that you deserve to live. I'm a firm believer that you mastering how to tell your story, communicate your skill set, better project and better listen to the people that you're interacting with, the ceiling is limitless for the potential you have to reach and design the life that you want. A lot of people face the fear of being perceived. One great way to get over the fear of being perceived is to take the steps forward in order for you to control how you're perceived by mastering how you communicate and how you put yourself out there in the world. If you can communicate what you want, and if you can receive those things that are being communicated to you, your potential is limitless. If you want more tips, tricks, and how-tos, believe me, this is the channel for you. And I'm the guy who's gonna do what it do. Welcome to my channel. Let's get better at communicating. Let's get better at connecting.